Last episode, we're talking about self-care, practice of self-care so that we accept our flaws. But for most people, we practice self-protections. Let me explain about self-protection. Self-protection is different from self-care. Self-protection is a shield that we put up so that we doesn't get hurt, because it doesn't come to our flaws, so we don't feel it that much. So this is coming from Artie Wu. It's not coming from me. He said a majority of the shield coming from 4 types. The first one is money and prestige. So if you have lots of money and then you have a big company, you do a lot of charity, or you do a lot of you have a lot of money that do a lot of charity, nobody will criticize you because you do a lot of charity. So they will not focus on your flaws because they see good things on you. So that's why the big people with money, you don't criticize them that much, but you do criticize them, but it's not that much. It's easier for people to criticize others if they don't have anything, but they have something. It's very hard. Face to face, it's very hard to criticize them, and they are confident as well. I have all the money, so you don't have that. Even though they have flaws, right? It doesn't matter. They have money to protect them. So that's why the first one is money and prestige. The second one is perfectionism. So they try to portray the still is, I'm all good. I have good family. I have good relationship. Everything is a facade, right? Everything is good. Everything, my body is good, 6-pack and everything. Internally, it's a different story, but outside, it's all good. So when you are in all good situations, people doesn't pick on you as well, because you have 6-pack to prove it, you have good health to prove it, you got everything, look and house and material stuff to prove it. But it's very exhausting because perfectionism is impossible. So that's why it got to a point you will collapse. So the third one is the anger. That's most of it's me. When people attack my flaw, I straight away get angry. When I get angry, aggressive, right? People will back off, right? People will back off and they will not attack you, because then they don't want to, ruin their days, right? They don't want anyone to react to them. And then sometimes you see some of the bosses very grumpy as well. When they're grumpy and aggressive, and you will not be able to attack them because they are in the mode that you don't want to get into. So that's why you slowly get away. You don't want to get close to them. And the last one is not quite a shield, but it's more like invincible and try not to get picked. So the last two is pleaser and invincible. It's like, invincible is like not in the radar. Okay, you don't want to be in the radar, in the hot spot. So people don't look at you, don't even know you exist. Then nobody can pick on you. Okay, the pleaser, of course, you want to please everyone. Everyone pleased with you, there's no point pointing out your flaws, right? You're doing good things for them. You please them all the time. So they don't need to pick on you. All right. So these 4 things, right, is our way of protections. We protect ourselves from it. It's not good because it's good in some way. It's conditioned. It's good in some way. I can't say it's not good because I use it to survive in this world. We use it to survive so that we don't get hurt. But in long run, it hurts ourselves because we don't align with our heart. We know this is a flaw that we need to work on, but we did not work on it. That's why our relationship getting worse. So for example, the anger. If you keep doing that with your family, the relationship will be you're angry all the time, your relationship will not be good. That's what happened to my son. Our relationship get distant and distant and distant and distant. So it become not very good. At the beginning, it's good because he's young, he's scared, and then he listened to me. And then when he grow older, I expect when he's teenager, he will not even care about what I said anymore. So that's why I don't want to go to that point. I need to learn what the things, how to communication, how to improve the communication. So self-protection is good in a way, to a point. So we need to change and switch it back to the things, it doesn't work anymore. We don't have laugh, we don't have smile, we don't not enjoying anymore. So we need to step back and then try to look into that. At the moment, if working for you, you can put up self-protections. So this is from R.T. Wu. He mentioned that I can't take credit for this because I didn't create this. I just heard about in a documentary series. Okay, so this is self-protection episode. So if you have any feedback, let me know, because your negative feedback is to help me to become a better human being. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.